Good team, and welcome back to PS5 Loot Route Survivor's Guide on DayZ. This is my continuing series on the Chernogorsk bombs. So, look, we've come out of Cabanino towards Vybor, and you get to this junction in the road with this little creek, and that's Vybor Industrial. If you wanted, Vybor Military is kind of down that way. Ish. That hill. Well, you can see it. You can just about see it. That's Vybor military camp down there. So if you wanted, and this wasn't an easy loot route, I'd say go and do Vybor military camp because there's some good stuff down at Vybor military camp. But we're not doing that because this is easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a run up here and we're going to have a look around this industrial area, and there's a barn out there at the top, and then Vybor is just down that hill, and we'll go and we'll have a look at what's happening there. For expediency's sake, there'll probably be slightly less in the way of time lapse for this series, the rest of this series. I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to do. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, I'm coming up into the back of it now, so we'll just check up on a couple of things, and I'll just show you a couple of things. And I mean, you can feel free to loot it all you want. These big industrial buildings are kind of nice, but not a lot in them. I would say the same with those industrial buildings. You do, of course, have these. If I can get around, ooh, look at that generator. Garages, garage workshop thing, whatever they are. Workshops, I guess. You have out here is some containers, shipping containers, and some Zeds, because there's a military container over there. Just want to come out here and have a look at that. Leather kit. Have we got a leather kit? Or we do, and it's in relatively good condition, so we're not going to bother with that. What's that? Box of nails. Don't need nails. Shoes. There's those other industrial buildings that I was telling you about. I'm not really... They don't really do a lot for me. We'll have a look at this. And it has one mag. And it's a 9mm mag. So, not really very good. So, yeah, fine. Not a lot of stuff. Quite a few Zeds, as you can imagine, and some other bits and pieces. And I'm going to nip through here quickly, because I don't really, other than maybe a camp stove, I don't really have a lot. You can go up this building, but to what end? I do not know. I'm not armed, I suddenly realize. Don't turn around. Sorry. Trust me, you're better off. Gonna go around here. Check the little guardhouse. Cooking pot, camp stove. I mean, I hate to bang on. Not a press vest. What's this? A pair of gloves. Not that. Nothing in the vest. Vybor's down that way. Right. I'm gonna leg it quick smart up there for a minute. See you soon. Nothing there. Nothing in this house either. Which is a bit of a shame. So we're going to head down into Vybor proper. So Vybor is nestled down here in amongst these trees. It looks nice. Hey, not bad. It's definitely one of those holiday destinations that you don't want to miss out on. That said, there is somewhere down in all this, just, you can see it there, that's a medical center, and one of those buildings over there is police. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry on looking for the ever faithful camp stove and cooking pot. And anything else? I don't really think we're going to find a mag for an AUR in here. We could eat this mushroom, because that's fine. I don't really need food. So we're looking for any possibility of an upgrade, which for us is probably not going to be very many things at this stage. At this stage I could probably nearly do with a new pair of shoes, but that said, I've got a leather kit, so I can easily repair those. And that's not so bad. Just keep wearing the same shoes. Why would I need to get new shoes? I mean, it would save yourself a bit of a leather kit. You get a new set of shoes if you want to, I suppose you could. New pants. I've got black cargo pants that are high insulation anyway, so I'm not really bothered about that. We've now got a good bag. We've got a good hat. We might get a better gun. Like if I got a Tundra or something, I'd swap this out. That would be fine because the Tundra is a better hitter. And we might be looking for a blood bag, possibly. I don't know, incremental things, little things. It's hard to know. Tets, we could do with some tets still. We don't have any of those, so I'm going to mooch my way down into town from out here, and when I get down there, I will. Don't want a sledgehammer. I will bring you back in so we can have a look at medical, and have a look at where the water is, and have a look at the police station. Was that a... no, what is this? Unknown food can. I'm not that desperate. And another hatchet. So I will see you briefly. Right, here we are. We're over by medical. It's at this side of the town. Which, for you people who want directions, is northwest. It's the northwest side of the town we're on. So there's always quite a few Zeds around medicals. A couple cars. Ooh, and some glitching. And a bag. It's a bandage. What else you got in here? Another bandage. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Have a look. Tats. Oh, beauty. 2 of them. Probably want a minimum of at least 4. And if you get sick with anything, it usually takes around about 4. I mean, having 2 is better than having none. But you will probably find that you want a minimum of 4. And you probably don't need a gas filter unless you're planning on going into a contaminated zone. So there you go. Well, you know, some tets. Some tets. And that's okay. There's police. So I haven't found a camp stove yet, or a cooking pot. That will probably not come as a huge surprise to you. Oh, got a good machete. Let's drop the rubbish machete. Let's pick up the good machete. And then we will put that there. Thank you. I think there's a marginal difference in the amount of damage that it does. And the water is here. Now, I have had a ton of trouble getting to the water on this server here before, because it always seems to be crowded with cops, which is fine. We're going to hide in a bush. We're going to take a quick drink. We're going to try and... there's another one over there. We're going to try and sneak out. And there's one over there. And there's one at the back there. And there's 2 over there. There's quite a few cops around this place. So... there's another one walking straight at me. Come on. Move along. What are you doing? Right, leg it. Right, now we're going to try and sneak in to the cop shop. We're getting rumbled. Right, there we go. Right, see who's around this place. What we after in here? A 9mm with silencer would be ideal. Don't need another shotgun. $9mm with the suppressor. If we do that, then I could take out some of these Zeds at a distance. Another SSG mag, I don't think I need it. Another shotgun, don't think I need it. Another shotgun, Scorpion, but no suppressor. Still nothing. Last chance. Handcuffs. Ah. Right. Anyway, let's take a quick look upstairs. Let's take a goosey gander. The light is failing somewhat, so we'll just take a little goosey gander around top. No, nothing much here. So where did we come in? We came in from the industrial area, which is where's medical? Which is over there on the hill. You can't see it because the fog is coming in, but we came in there, and there's kind of like the high street, and there is some little stores and things down there that you can drop in, and I might just do a little bit of a shifty around the outside down here to see if I can get a camp stove. And then we are going to be heading further out, kind of west, which is kind of out that way, which will take us on to our next destination, which will be Lopatino. If you were interested, Northwest Airfield is kind of up there somewhere. I mean, you can't miss it, it's massive. When I say it's up there, it's like up there somewhere. So it's up there somewhere. You would have to go and find it. So there you go. So like I said, I'm gonna go and have a look around some of these outbuildings on this other side and see if I'm gonna get lucky with a cooking pot or a camp stove without getting killed, getting out of here, and I will come back to you when it is time to move on. I'll see you soon. Right, well there you go. I'm leaving Vybor. You can see the petrol station over there. Behind the petrol station is the police. I went down the back of the high street. There's not a lot to Vybor. I mean, it's big enough. It's got apartment blocks and it's got things in it. Apartment blocks, apartment tenement buildings, whatever you want to call them. Um, so it is the size that it is, which isn't too bad. It's got a medical, which is fine. It doesn't have fire. It does have police, which is good. I mean, you saw that stuff in there, which is great if you get this far. You need stuff. There's the industrial units up the hill and all the rest of it, and there's some in buildings and out buildings and back buildings and side buildings and front buildings and this buildings and that buildings. But none of them had what I wanted. So the sun is dwindling in the sky. So I'm going to head up the road and I'll see how I get along, because the next village, which is Lopatino, is kind of small, but I'll see how long it takes me to get there, and we'll see how we go from there. So I shall see you all pretty soon. Right, hello again. Day has dawned. So we have come from the road up that way, which is where Lopatino is. That's what that sign says. So that sign says Moskva. I think that's Moscow, 2172, possibly. Lopatino and Nishtoka. That's how I say it, probably badly. Anyway. If you come from that direction, you come down, there's a few little houses and things. You come into this little hamlet, which is on the south side of Lopatino, really. Lopatino's up there a little bit further, but this is where you end up. So I'm still looking for what I'm looking for. I'm still looking for a cooking pot. I'm still looking for a stovey thing. Oh, we got a can opener. That's a win. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a little run around here, and you can see that there's a couple of these types of houses that are the kind of houses that we usually like looting, the wooden frame houses, that kind of thing. These slightly elevated houses. Hello, Moon. Some outbuildings and various other odds and sods and bits and pieces. So we're gonna have a little look-see, and pray, hope and pray that we get at least a camping stove. No, mountain backpack. That would be really good. That would be very good. I'm increasingly losing hope, which is like the story of DayZ, really, isn't it? Increasingly losing hope. No, don't be so negative. Don't be so negative. What's wrong with your chimney? Nothing. It's funny the things you notice. It's really quiet. I thought there's no Zeds here. I mean, maybe I'm not going to complain. Have I still got my torch on? I do. I came over in the night, which is why the torch was on. I mean, I'm not asking for very much, I thought. Oh, sorry. It's a wall. A protective case. You don't have this parts of a stove in it, do you? So the problem is, by this stage, is you're probably getting picky about stuff. So you're like, oh, I very much want a campstone, or I very much want a particular pair of boots, or I very much want something, like a crossbow, for example, which would be fine if you could find said object. But I can't find said object, so we're just going to keep running. Keep running, Forest! Or, you know, not, because I'm good for myself. find, suit yourself. I was vaguely hoping that we would find it there, but we're not going to find it there. So we're going to head on up here to Lopatino. And this is Lopatino. And there's not very many places left for us to go after this before we hit Novaya Petrovka. So this is Lopatino. It looks like Jonathan, but it isn't Jonathan. It's Lopatino. I mean, there's not... It's one of those places it's on the way. There's a place to check out. I'm not bothered about that big industrial shed over there, because I'm not. There's not really, unless you're looking for very specific things. Industrial is not the place to go for good loot. But over here is the place to go for good loot. And we're going to have a look around, and we're going to avoid that fella over there, who is a mummy. And we're going to carry on looking for what we want to be looking for out here. And I've said before, these buildings don't really do it for me. We can stick to these little back streets and avoid that mummy. Who's that? Oh, just some guy. Well, that's alright. Just being some guy is allowed. Ah! He's using a frying pan. It's not as good as the pot, because the pot, and it would take up 12 to have it. We can fit it in the BDU. Fine, we'll take it. We'll take it. If we get us, because then at least if we get a sieve, we could even, yeah, we could fry the fish. What's that? Can of tuna or something? Sardines. We don't really need it, but we'll bring it anyway. Anything here? Ammo. I don't... Is it right? I missed the front of that. Because you sometimes get stoves and things in here. Not today. And I've said we very much like these little log buildings. Avoid the guy in a green tracksuit. We don't want a splitting axe. Got a really big gas bottle. Didn't we just... What is it with you? Is this like the Lopatino jogging club? I've now got this guy getting in on the axe. That low hit is annoying. That low sweep that they do. Dreadfully irritating, I can tell you. There's a variety of attacks that they do. You kind of get used to them after a while. Some of them are worse than others. Back. Mushroom. Oh, look, two kinds of mushroom. You got the oyster, and you've got the what is that called again? It's called the just the field mushroom, and it's come up dried. Excellent. So that's two nice bits of mushroom to get. I think that's everything. I don't think there's any others. You've seen the big white one. You've got the oyster one. Then you've got that. That's the small one that is dried. Is there another one? I feel like there is. I feel like there's another one. Just gonna skirt around this guy. Need to be careful. I don't take too much damage on my gear. I've got some duct tape, obviously, but still pays to be careful. Still pays to be careful. Don't get reckless at this stage. We're nearing our goal. Don't get reckless. You get reckless, and suddenly you start losing things. Things get broken. So, what are we doing? Check our status. Worn. Here's our bag. pristine still. We've got a good hat. We've got good shoes, good gloves. Right, okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Doing good. Keep the condition up. Don't really want to run up that hill. Still want to keep an eye out for this mummy. Don't want to accidentally blunder into a mummy. That's for sure. Though we probably need to go in to Lopatino so I can show you where the water is. It is the story of DayZ. The minute you start looking for something is the minute you never find it. Somewhat ironically. It's something of a truth with DayZ. You just need to be aware of. Pretend that you're not looking for it. Pretend that you're looking for something completely different. It'll probably turn up. I'm really looking for, like, hats. Or something. Who's making it noise out there? Just you. Stop following me around. Yeah, I knew you were gonna see me. Oh, cut me as well. Let's get up here. Up here. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hello. Excuse me. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back in there to have a look at the water, which is a bit annoying because that's where the mummy is, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a look. We're gonna do it very carefully. A hat. Don't want a hat. Crowbar. Thank you. Another knife. To wait till my stamina regens so I can get over this. Matches. 22s. He's down there. Stop looking at me. Ugh. Honestly, drive you mad, it would. Anyway, here's water. And an apple. Excellent. Smithers. So let's chug up some water and get out of here, I think. Right, okay. Well, there you go. That's the sleepy little village town. I don't know what you're calling things of this size. Probably this equates to town. Let's call it a town. Relatively speaking, from a DayZ perspective, we'll call it the town of Lopatino. And we're going to say goodbye to the town of Lopatino. Let me just do this again. Fill up and get out of here. Right, so we're definitely done. And we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to head out of here. And we're going to just double check the direction that I want to go in, which is out that way. Yeah, so we're going to head out of here. We're going to head on to one last destination before we find our way around to our final destination, which is Novaya Petrovka, and that is where I will be leaving you. And I'll leave you at Novaya Petrovka because that's sort of it's a pretty good place for a fairly good start. Did I do this building? I'm not sure I did. It's a pretty good place for a pretty good start, as it were, in terms of if you can make it to Novaya Petrovka, and you know, if that's where you want to go, you might not want to go there, but this is what this route is all about. So if you can get to Novaya Petrovka, then that's great, because you're probably all set or set-ish by the time you get there to be able to what am I want to do? That one. Yeah, I thought you'd moved out of there. You're probably all set for the last part of your journey, which would probably be NWAF is just over the hill from Novaya Petrovka. If you want to go there, pardon me, or Tizzy, if you want to go to Tizzy, or you might want to head across the northern part of the map. There's a couple of military bases and campgrounds and things. If you don't fancy the conflict that is Tizzy and NWAF, you might try some different locations. You saw me from a heck of a distance away. Hello, gumboots. Oh, stop it! I hit you in the face. I hit you in the face. Give me food. Yeah, hit you in the face. Lopatino, not Jonathan. Yeah, so anyway, Novaya Petrovka, etc., etc. Right, we'll be moving on. Let's. I'll move out. I'll move over here, just in case. Just in case. I'll stand in the shade because I don't want to get sunburned. What have we got? What have we got, and how are we? Well, we're still carrying this SSG, which still isn't too bad. If we want to do things, we've still got the shotgun for close-up encounters if we need it. We've got the vest, which is good. We've got the jacket, which is good. We've got the cargo pants, which have done us all this way, by the way, looking after our gear. We've got the big bag. We've got the hat, which is supposed to help keep us warm. What does it say about insulation? It's supposed to be high, good, high. Yeah, we've got a good set of gloves in the padded gloves that we picked up quite a while ago and carried around even though they were damaged. And we got a good set of shoes. We got this. And we got some stuff. I'm still carrying this around in a vague hope that we're going to find something. We got a spare mag. We got some spare rounds. We got an apple. Let's eat the apple. Nom, nom, nom. Yeah. We have a water bottle. We have our good knife. We have an ATOG in case. We've got something to repair our clothes. Something to repair our clothes. Got a spare water bottle for reasons that may become clear later. We've got a couple of bandages. Yeah, a couple of bandages. Always helps to have spare. Can opener. We've got the frying pan in lieu of the cooking pot. We've got some canned food. We've got lovely oyster mushrooms, which of course are edible. We've got dried field mushroom, which is of course edible. We've got some canned food. We've got a big ass knife. We've got some things, and some tets, and some things, and some food, and this AUR if we ever get anything for it, and some netting, which I don't think you can consolidate netting. Well, you can. And I've got a fish, which I haven't done anything with, and it's still raw, and if I ever get round to cooking it, I'll get round to cooking it. So it's a little bit of a schlep up the road. So it's still bright and breezy in the morning. So I'm going to do my little bit of a schlep up the road. And there's not much here between here and Vavilovo. So I'll do a little schlep up the road to Vavilovo. It's about the same distance to Vavilovo from Lopatino as it is from Vybor to Lopatino. So it isn't going to take me long, but it's pretty boring to watch. You see the train tracks down there, and you have I think it's an industrial yard down there. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to head up that way. No heli crashes yet, c'est la vie, but I am going to head up this way, and I will call you in when I get there. I'll see you soon. Right, here we are. Last stop for us before Novaya Petrovak. It's not Babanobo, it's Vavilovo. Which is what it kind of looks like, but this is Vavilovo. So like I said, I came up the road. There's just a couple of sheds there. Came up the road, does a couple of jigs, and this gets me to Vavilovo. So yeah, so let's go and have a look. We're looking for a sweater. Nah, I'm only kidding. We're looking for a cooking pot, and we're looking for a stove. We're not looking for one of those, although it will keep us warm. If you find you're getting cold for some reason, you can stick a balaclava on. It doesn't affect you anyway. Not visibility-wise, anyway. It's also quiet. I get worried when places are quite quiet. I always feel like they're going to jump out and surprise me. Ah! Surprise! Ear out. Just keep your ears peeled. Dreadful expression. Anyway. Right. No. Ugh. And obviously, like I said, it's up to you whatever you're going to prioritize at this side of things. So you can wear that. There you go. That'll keep us warm. We look good. If you could even look at my face. But there you go. This is disinfectant spray. Almost excited there. I took one look at that head torch and I was like, oh, it's a gas. No, it's not. Where's that said? Try to move on from here. There's a runner. And the maid. Either. Slugs. There's the water, by the way. If you come up here and you find yourself in need of water, that would be the place to find it. This is a car to climb on. You again. Are you gonna come over here, Gumby? Are you gonna run off? You're gonna run off. Super silly. Where are you? More canned food. I need canned food. So there you go. Water. And it's right by the main street. So there you go. Bigger building, which is a used server, probably. No. Oh. I'm not gonna get my camp stove. I've got barbed wire. But I don't really need barbed wire. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, little housey. Housey. Come on. Do it for daddy. That sounds so weird. Buff. Yeah. Oh, there's a few more houses to go. I thought that was the last one. Right, come on. Come on. We can do it. I don't want one of those. That'll come in handy though. We can consolidate that with our other alcoholic tinctures, seeing as we've used quite a bit. Which is all good. Saved our life more than once, I'm pretty sure. Hello. Didn't realize you were there, sorry. Saw me, eh? How about I stab you in the head? You people. Zeds don't carry cooking pots or camping stoves. There are houses down there, but that's not the way I want to go. That's heading south. Sorry. I think west. Oh, let me check. Getting turned around. Oh wait, that's heading north. That might be the way I want to go. Actually, it is the way I want to go. Honestly. Listen to me, talking to myself. There's quite a few Zeds up there. Leave me alone, will you? Go away! Come around the window, let me hit you. Where are you? Can I hit you? Well, oddly enough, I can. Genius! The magic window. Come around this side, there's more windows. Where are you? No, it doesn't know where I am. It's gotten lost along the way. Somebody's in the house. Oh man, it is so annoyingly hard. Pardon me. Right. I'm not going any further this way. I'm going to check this last two places back down towards the road and then we'll head on out of here. No. else. Right, okay, well that's Vavilovo for you, and they don't have what I want. Which is a perpetual nuisance. So anyway, we're gonna carry on at this point, following the main road, so don't get put off by offshoots. This is the main road. The main road carries on here. It's heading towards the train tracks. Because that is where this crosses the train tracks, and there's a couple of little buildings down here, and this will absolutely, I promise, be my last little bout at this, with these buildings for either a cooking pot or a camp stove. I really, really hope. Even if I just got the camp stove. If I get the camp stove, I mean, I always feel incomplete. I don't need a baseball bat. Honestly, I don't. It's not on my list. I'll not find anything down in the train station. At the same time, I don't want to end up running into this Z or that Z. And I don't think they spawn in that building. So, there's the little camping map. Oh, so many flipping Zs. I was hoping I'd get away from there. There's another one. Where are you? Boy. Enough. Enough. Enough from the pair of you. Right. Come down here. Sometimes you get interesting things here. Like a sweater. There's a Z over there. Right, so here we are. Look, we're over here. We're all the way over here. Remember where we started? We started. There's Lopatino. There's Vybor. There's Cabanino. There's Starry Sobor. Poof. Novi Sobor. That's the camp at Nadezhda. That's Vishnoi. That is Nadezdino. That is Novoselki. And that is Cherno, where we and that's Prigorodki, where we started, out here. Yeah, out here, I think out here. So we have come quite a ways, and we are going to go to there, Novaya Petrovka, which will be the end of our destination. So I will leave it here with you, and I'm really just going to, for this part, I'm going to follow the train tracks all the way around to Novaya Petrovka. You don't need to. There's another little town up there if you want to go into that. I'm going to consider it to be part of Novaya Petrovka. I know it isn't a part of Novaya Petrovka, before people say that's another town. But it's kind of, it bleeds into Novaya Petrovka. Either way, if you get to either of those two destinations, well done you. You can have a piece of Toblerone. And that's all well and good. For us, the journey is almost over. I will see you soon. Right, and well, there you go. So that's everything. That is everything. We came up the train track, and like I said, the town next door, which is called Topolniki, and this one, they sort of bleed together. So they're kind of one and the same. If you make it up this way, you've made it up this way. I just wanted to stop here because I've stopped here for for my other loot routes just to show. But it brings you in just on the other side of those tower blocks, which is the kind of, if the fog wasn't here, the bottom of the road that leads to NWAF. So it crosses the train tracks. You come down, you cross over there, you cross over here, and you're in. And that's it. So we're in where we're in. We've got another BK. What, on the roof? Oh yeah, standing right next to it. Didn't see it. We have, what have we got? What have we got? Well, I mean, how do we look? What do you think? How do we look? Do we look kitted? We look like we can hold our own. And like I said, when we were just leaving Vavilovo and having a look at the map, this is one of the longest routes, probably. I mean, this goes all the way through the guts of the map in terms of actual distance. As an easy route, Stary Sabor wasn't easy. I think we've been over that. The rest of it, not so bad, not so bad. And we got a short. Well, we didn't get a short. We got a shotgun, which is good. We got a long rifle, bolt action sniper rifle, which is fine. That'll do. That'll do for what we need it for. We've got all the various clothes and things we've got. We took a little bit of a damage with that as we were getting our way over here. Still got this M-lock. Still got these spares. We've still got all this stuff. Still got the frying pan, sadly. But we're getting there. We're getting there, right? We're getting there. We've got all these bits and pieces, and we've got all this stuff, and we're absolutely getting there. And we've got some food, and we've got some supplies, and we've got some bits and pieces that we that we need to get along. And we picked up an AUR along the way, albeit we don't have a magazine for it. But this is where our starting point of our more advanced journey would begin, because we would say, well, where would we go to get one of those? Well, we could go over there. It's NWAF. If you head up that way, that's Tizzy. You can head up that way. There's other bases and things up that way. Yeah, you know, there's places you could go. Vybor Military, if you wanted again, you could go through NWAF and then down to Vybor Military and then back down. You could scout around for heli crashes. You could do a bunch of things, is my point. Hope we're not about to get gassed. So that is my point, and we've picked up some tips and tricks and some things that will help us along the way, hopefully, and we're just about ready to go on to the next stages. Probably the key for us this time around has been this thing, alcoholic tincture. We got cut quite a lot on the way up here. There are quite a lot of Zeds to contend with on the way up here, and the reason that I don't have an infection is probably the alcoholic tincture, to be fair, because I've used it pretty religiously as I've traveled up. I got it earlier on, I kept it, and I've always kept it topped up when I've found something else, so I've always managed to have some in supply. So there are some things that you need to keep tets. It's fine, I picked up 2 multivits. I've had them, and when I've been concerned, I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm a bit blue, or I'm not, you know, I'm a bit worried about this. I've popped one, and better as a prophylactic precautionary than anything else. Picked up a cow, so we got some good beef. That was all good. We've got sharpening stones. We don't have a blood bag at the minute, but we've got other things. So we're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to rock and roll, and we're ready to move on. And I hope you've enjoyed all of these little tips and tricks and various other things along the way. This has definitely been one of the longest loot routes, and I hope you've learned something, and I hope you can share something, and that would be great. So please drop a like, please subscribe to the channel, please feel free to make any comments about the loot routes that you've seen so far, or anything you'd like to see in the future, and I will see you all again real soon. Ta-ta for now.
PlayStation